Like in terms of me getting better, like my back and everything,
Yeah.
um over the past like 3 or 4 months I was having a very hard time. Like I thought I was not going to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like I was having a very bad time, and like I'll take in different kinds of medicine and painkillers,
I think it's
and
about the stretching.
like going back and forth with the doctor and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I wasn't seeing progress. You know, my employer is not seeing any progress. I'm not getting any better. And then ultimately, like everybody is frustrated and unhappy with the situation, right?
Yeah.
But lately, like the past 2 or 3 weeks, I don't want it to be like a false green flag type of thing, but I'm feeling better, like in mental fortitude and in my body. Like my back is start. I'm not saying like I'm cured. I still have the back pain and shit, but it's a lot better compared to how I was a few months ago. You know, like a few months ago, I couldn't have a day go by where I wasn't taking copious amounts of Percocets and mixing it with the doctor's prescription, and then getting like a massage like all day long, either from
Yeah.
like someone in my family or from my wife. Like I was miserable, you know, like I could not do anything. I couldn't even like go like grocery shopping with my family because I was trying to avoid
Moving.
standing up for too long. Yeah, like even like standing up for too long or walking around was very painful and very annoying for me. So I'm glad to be able to say that I'm making like a recovery, you know? Like I'm seeing progress in my recovery, and you know, like my the chiropractor is happy, and they just did like another functional abilities forum with me, which essentially is what sets the ground rules for my employer, what kind of work they can and can't give me.
Yep.
And this time, you know, the guy actually said, "Oh, you're able to start slowly, like progressively increasing the weight limits of what I can and can't do, like slowly increase the time that I should be able to like stand up and walk around and do repetitive motions and whatnot."
Yeah.
But yeah, like prior to these recent events, it was very bad. Like I thought I'm not getting better, you know? And the shit that the chiropractor was telling me, they were like, "Oh, there's a very high chance that even if you do start feeling better, it could get bad again, and you know, maybe you get worse, or you
Well,
start
it's
to feel."
chronic, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's chronic, and it's chronic and relentless, regard disregarding all the effort and time that we put in to try to solve the situation. We haven't seen any success until now.
Have you tried stretching like over like before going to work?
Bro, I've tried everything, bro. Everything. Like they're giving me exercises to increase mobility and to try to use the parts of my back that is causing the pain, because like
Do you feel tightness in your hamstring too? Like
no, it doesn't go down to the hamstrings. I don't have like numbness or tightness, but
no, do you like let's say do you when you bend over, right? Can you not bend over because your hamstring's stopping you? Also, do you find that?
no, it's more like mid to lower mechanical back. So you know the muscles, like if
Oh,
you
I see.
take your spine and like right above your glutes, right? Let's say slightly, yeah, like dead center of your spine. If you put your hand to the left side of where that area that I'm talking about is,
Yeah.
that's the area that I'm getting the pain
Oh,
at, and it's like permanently tight, like it's permanently tensed, and it's causing this great discomfort.
oh, so it's just a disease that you picked up. It's not like it
No,
doesn't
it's
contribute to
progressive.
anything.
It's progressive. So it's due to the chiropractor put it as it's onset due to constant progressive overload, like constantly using it too much, basically. Because
Oh,
I
I
work a
see.
lot with my back, like being a roofer, right? Like you're lifting. pails and you're lifting those huge propane tanks and you're constantly like pushing and pulling and
Oh,
you know like you're bent over and compromising positions and shit like that. You know, reaching or pulling like close to your waist and etc etc like
okay. So I guess the compromise would be the quick construction, no?
yeah, and part of what's been making life tolerable for me is the light duties. Like if I was to be experiencing what I'm experiencing and not get any leeway from my company, like if my company was like, "Oh, you're fine. You don't need late duties. Continue working as normal." Then I would be fucked right now. Like I would be royally fucked. Like, I wouldn't be able to work. You know, like
Yeah,
I even tried to bite my tongue for as long as humanly possible. And then eventually I just told my foreman like, fuck this, bro. I cannot keep coming into work and doing this to myself, you know? And the guy was like, yo, I understand. If you need to take time off, take your time off. If you wanna talk to the office or talk to your doctor and figure something out about light duties, then you know, the guy's like, by all means, I'm not against it. He's like, do what's right for your health and your comfort, you know? Like work within your comfort zone. Don't kill yourself for this company replace you in a day. So I'm like, yo,
yeah.
that's some real shit, you know?
That's why, bro. That's why I quit sheet metal too, because I don't know how much banging you do in a day, but all I do is fucking with the hammer banging sheet metal all day, building stuff and all that stuff.
Oh, are you working as like a shop guy? Like you're bending and making the metal?
No, you know what? So when I do it for HVAC, right? So there's on-site.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my on-site is the workshop.
Okay.
So I build stuff on at site, like
Yeah, I've
like
seen. I know what you're talking about. The sheet
yeah, it's
metal that
just
you're doing is like different from the sheet metal that I did. Like I was doing like flashing,
yeah, you
you
do
know?
flash and stuff.
Like
Mine's inside, right?
I was
So I
doing
gotta like
coping and shit.
yeah. So basically yeah. So we're different stuff. So mine's more like yours custom too, but mine's also custom in the sense that
But
it's like
yours
three-dimensional
it's used
custom.
differently, yeah.
Yeah, so I do a lot of banging, cutting. So over the year, I lost quite a bit of hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed this because Carmen's monotone is hard to hear, but like over the last year, it's become extremely hard to hear, and that's because of all the sheet metal banging. So I had to leave.
You know, I genuinely feel like my hearing has decreased as well, just working in construction in general.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Bro, because like I don't particularly do a lot of banging on metal at work, but you know like the kettle is very very loud.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
torches that we use are very very extremely loud. Like everything is loud, you know? And
yeah.
then and
Everything.
then I'm the particular kettle man. Like when we're on site, I'm the one that's operating the kettle and feeding it, making sure it's full, making sure it's clean. Like I'm the one that takes care of it. So at all times, that motor is whirring like right in my ear, and it's very annoying. So it's been a good change of pace to be able to you know, like the past couple of months to be able to be working in the shop instead, and then at the shop I'm not doing a whole lot of anything, just basic stuff, you know,
That's
like
why they advise us to wear hearing protection and all that stuff.
yeah, but you know nobody does that. Like the only hearing protection that you're gonna see on a
I know.
construction worker is a set of headphones so that they can listen to music, and then
I know.
that's it. Like no long-term construction worker is really out here wearing ear protection unless you're working by yourself.
But yeah, that's how you know. Like, no one wants to be a roofer. No one wants to do sheet metal for that particular reason, right?
That's why we get paid good.
We don't pay. You don't get paid that good. I'm gonna be honest.
Compared to
40,
having your own work, yeah,
45, 45 an hour. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the best.
that's what I'm trying to be making, bro.
Well, you do after, X amount of years. I think it's 2, 3 years for you know.
I mean, I'm supposed to get a $5 raise, So I'm making like 27 right now. I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be getting a $5 raise, but bro, the guys at the office have been beating around the bush about it. Like this, like you have to meet a certain criteria to get the raise, right? So in my
Which is
case, it's 2,000 hours. So once I'm at the 2,000 hours, I'm automatically entitled to that raise, like regardless of if
what
you're
they
a
say.
good worker or you're not or whatever,
Of
right?
course.
And
Yeah, it's
then
a
the
union.
guy, the guy, I was talking to like the manager about it, and then I was like, "Yo, I'm pretty sure I'm quite close to my 2K mark. Like, can you check if I'm qualified for the raise yet?" And the guy checked for me, and he said like, this is a couple months ago I'm talking about. The guy's like, "Oh, you're 140 hours away from your raise." He's like, keep track of your hours in your pay stubs, and then just let me know as soon as you have it full, and we'll process the raise for you. I'm like, okay, perfect, thanks, And then I started counting the hours. This is all before I got injured and shit too, right? I guess
Yeah.
going into the injury as well. But I counted the hours and everything, and I finally fulfilled my 2K. And then I started messaging the guys saying like, "Yo, I have my hours. Can I get my raise now? Blah blah blah." And then Buddy's like, "Oh, I'm working on it. No problem." Right? I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay." I don't think anything of it. I'm like, next week or the week after that, he's gonna process the raise, and they're supposed to pay you the difference anyways from when you're supposed to receive it, right?
Of course.
Bro, it's been a month and a half, maybe longer, since I've been entitled to that raise. So it's been like 4 or 5 paychecks that I should have got that raise, and I still don't
Yeah.
have it. And every single time I remind the guy about it, it's the same message. Like he sent me the same text message like 3 times. He's just like, "I'm working on it. I'm working on it." Like, bro, you're clearly not fucking working on it, or else I would have had my raise. Like, why should I? It makes no sense that I should have to ask for it. And
I know
then,
it should be automatic.
yeah, like I was talking to some guys about it too, and they're like, "Oh, because you're giving them a hard time at the office with your whole injury and late duties bullshit, that's why now they want to give you a hard time and they're stringing out the raise." But I'm like, bro, that makes no sense. Like, I'm supposed to be returning to regular duties pretty soon, like within the next couple of weeks. So, are you gonna
Yeah,
wait
just just
until
just
that
revisit
day?
it. Just revisit it in a couple weeks.
Yeah, if I don't get it by like next week paycheck or this week pay stub, and my pay rate is still the same, I'm obviously gonna complain. Cause bro, what do you mean? Like $5 on every hour makes a big difference at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah, man.
After 1 or 2 paychecks, that's easily a couple $100s. I think it's around like $60 to $70 that I'm missing per check because of this. So,
Yeah.
like that's unacceptable.
Well, yeah, you're definitely right about that. Like, but ooh, what hit me? Fucking
You good?
boulder. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I completely understand your situation. Yeah, I would expect my raise too. You know.
It's just annoying, and like if I don't like if they're continuing to be difficult with me, then that's just all the more reason for me to be like, I'm out of here.
Wait. Try to join Flynn or something.
Flynn is the direct rival of my company. Did you know that? I
Oh, I
hear
didn't know.
stories. I hear stories about guys from Flynn all the time, from like the foremans and from people that work at my company. Like
Uh,
they would be
Really?
like, "Oh, we have guys that were working here, and then they ended up transferring over to Flynn because they had an argument with like a manager or a supervisor or whatever." And
Yeah.
then apparently they always wanted to come back to Bothwell.
Come back.
Yeah. And that's
Is
only
it?
because like, bro, literally the company is full of jerk offs. Like I say that in the nicest way possible. Yeah, there's some guys that will act like they're working hard when there's a supervisor nearby, but bro, everybody in the company is a goddamn loaf. Like only if they are absolutely have to will they actually produce some real life genuine work. If there's
Ah.
if there's no incentive to do so, like there's guys that will just show up to work and fucking sleep for half the day. And then there's foremans that will be like, "Oh, by the way, the supervisor is gonna come visit us today. So around when they're gonna come, let's act like we're busy, and then when they leave, they jerk off again. Like, bro, there's so many crews like this, and then there's guys that will show up very late every single day. There's guys that do coke on the job site. There's foremen that do coke and drink beer on the job site. All types of shit. And yet they have the audacity to act like they're holding up to some kind of a professional standard, you know? Bro, it's a cesspool. Like, nothing is regulated. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody else. They're just the only thing that, like every other company in the fucking world, surprise, surprise, they just care about profit.
Wait,
So,
that's construction for you.
yeah,
But here,
exactly.
that's the thing though. You gotta reevaluate what your goals are now. Like if you're just in it for the money, right?
Hmm.
Which a lot of people are. You know, maybe being maybe being a dog fuck is not a bad idea. Like I said, I was a dog fuck for a whole year. I just
Bro,
dog fucked like these guys.
the money is enough to get a lot of people to survive, right? I mean, clearly people are able to support their families and make a living if there's still so many people, especially young people that are in construction, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But it's not a means to an end, you know? Like it's not a way out. It's always temporary. Like you're
Uh,
always just gonna work somewhere until you either
something
fight
change.
with somebody or you get bored or you get injured and then you're out, you know? Like
Yeah, yeah.
there's not a lot of jobs that like construction jobs that I worked that I'm like, "Oh yeah, 20 years from now I want to still be doing this."
Yeah.
You know?
Well, if
Like
that's the
I
case,
don't
you
see
know,
it like that.
if you think about like that, you think, okay, I'm not gonna be here for long. Why not just go to a company like Flint? Like I used to think like you too, you know. I used to think that uh, these guys are dog fuckers, they don't do anything, it's not quality work. But now that I'm older, right? I'm starting to think like everyone else. Like there's no point. Like you gotta value something, money or your
Pride.
career, your pride or your career, right? And it push comes to shove, it becomes about money, right?
It is
Uh,
about money because
Quite often it's about money. So my values have changed in the sense that I'll do anything for the money now. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter how it's people view my tactics. It's just all about the money. And if I have to be a dog fucker to make money, then I may as well be a dog fucker and that makes
I
money.
I agree wholeheartedly, brother. I could not agree with you more. I don't feel like there's a lot of people left in our day and age who really do have pride in their work and like bro, I've met a
Yes.
lot of foremans, like a lot. I've met a lot of guys who are motivated. I've met guys who actually do give a fuck about what they do and the quality of work that they produce. Like they genuinely care about it, like with all their
Yeah.
heart, you know? Like
Yeah.
if you're slacking off or you're fucking around or you're
They'll yell
doing
at you.
work that's not up to standard, oh bro, more than yell at you. You know, like they'll come and tear up everything that you've done and do it again, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like these are real guys, like I respect that, you know? Like they're doing something because they enjoy doing it, not because they just care solely about the money. Right? And that's respectable to me at least. I
Yeah, of
think that's
course. And
cool. But I mean, like me personally, bro, come on, I don't know. Cause, bro, regardless of if I do an absolute perfect job at my work, like up until the injury, I've been enthusiastic, hardworking. You know, when push comes to shove, I'll bust my ass to get the job done.
yeah.
But there's also been a lot of times where the foreman is like, "Oh, relax, let's chill today. I don't really feel like working too hard, whatever." I'm not gonna say no, you know?
I
I'll
know.
take that opportunity. I'm chilling too. That guy's
Of
chilling, I'm
course.
chilling too, right? It's not my
Yeah.
job at the end of the day. They're the ones that are running the job,
Oh yeah.
right? If there's a certain level of productivity that's not met, then they're the ones that hear about it, not me.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, if my job is to make the foreman happy, not to make the company happy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And all I can confidently say, all the foremans that I had until now, they all have loved me. They still like they still check in with me, you know, like foremans that I was working with 4 years ago. They'll
Oh
still
yeah.
randomly, yeah, bro, they'll text me like, yo, what's up? Or they'll let me know if they have a side job or whatever, you know, like they like to keep in contact with me. I think like I'm not just saying that like, oh, I'm
Yeah, yeah.
such a
I
good
know, I
worker,
know.
you know?
No,
I don't
no,
I
I
don't give a
understand.
fuck. I don't give a fuck if people view me as hardworking or not, but like to me that says like I'm obviously valuable in one way or the other for these people to give a fuck about me beyond being just coworkers, you know? Even if it is
Yeah.
something as simple as checking in sometimes, bro, there's a lot of people that wouldn't do that too, right?
No, I know, I
So,
know. That's no, that's good that you come to work with a really good work ethic, and
bro,
you know
yeah,
people
like
respect you for that.
it's not even just the work ethic too, right? I'm not saying I'm not gonna be the one that's motivating guys to do work, you know?
Yeah.
That should and is the foreman's job. But I'm not gonna sit there and cry either when everybody has to, you know, we're stuck with like a shit job or you know, like a day is going particularly bad for us or we're having a hard time, whatever. Like I'm like everybody else, I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna do what needs to get done, right? But
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that do not operate that way,
Oh, definitely.
you know, and
Definitely
I
no.
I see a ridiculous amount like I'm not
Of
saying it's
dog
bad to be
fuckers.
lazy either. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be a dog fucker, right?
It's a quite a normal thing, if
Yeah,
I had to
bro.
be honest.
Companies are all evil. They all they care about is profit. They don't give a fuck about any sort of individuality or anybody's character or anything like that. They could honestly care less about
Yeah.
who you are or what you do. You know,
Yeah.
like we're literally just numbers to them
We
that
are.
could be replaced in an instant. But you know, like fuck. Forgot I was going off on a tangent there.
All right. It's just I know it's quite.
Oh,
That's why I started my business, right? Because I hate. I don't give a fuck what I do anymore. I used to hate doing doors, bro. I hated it. Like I wake up and I'm like, fuck my life. I was making how much? I was max rate, right? At the time, before it was this is pre-COVID. I was making 36 bucks an hour, right? 36
uh-huh.
bucks an hour pre-COVID is pretty good. Right now the rate is at almost 40.
Oh, fuck. So you'd want to
Holy,
go back or no?
I that's no, I just run my own business. I make more money doing, you know, being a subcontractor. I don't have to pay union dues and all that stuff. I wake up, I'm starting to enjoy what I do again because it's not that I didn't enjoy the craft. Like I do enjoy the craft. It's actually not that bad. But
Uh-huh.
I didn't enjoy the office stuff. I didn't enjoy the office bullshit, the profits and all that stuff. When I started my own company, I was like, okay, well,
Oh,
I don't have
you
to worry
like
about that.
do you like the mental overhead a little bit?
Like, what do you mean? Oh,
Like
like
you see,
doing all the calculations?
no, not the calculations, but like you see how now if you have your own business compared to like me, I would just wake up in the morning, go to the job site, and then my clock starts, I'm punched in, and then regardless of if I actually lift a finger or not, I'm getting paid that day until we clock out, right?
Yeah.
But when it's your own business, then you only get paid when the job is done.
Yes.
You don't get paid if you don't provide X service, right? Yo, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Oh, we have a war coming soon.
Yeah, we do. That's why I'm setting up.
I don't know if I should stock up on anything. Oh, we have a lot of time though. We have like 10 plus hours. I think that's like
Yeah,
20
but
minutes in game time.
we do. But we gotta call Joe because that guy has to
Oh,
experience the horror.
oh, should I call him? Like
Yeah,
call him?
yeah, yeah. Call him and see what
Oh,
if he's come.
he
Because it's
said
gonna be
he's
a crazy night, or is he out or something?
Oh no, I just texted him. He said he just fell asleep. He said he's gonna be on in 20 minutes, but I tried telling him to be on sooner if he can,
Yeah.
cause the fucking otherwise he might miss it.
Well, no, we'll just log off real quick and wait.
Oh yeah,
He
that
said,
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
not
fuck.
rush.
You like what I got going on, right? Like I feel like
Yeah,
this
yeah. You
this
got a nice
is
space going.
this makes sense to me, right? We have
Yeah,
all this room to shoot downwards. We have this extended little shooting balcony, and then these are all the layers that they have to get past.
yeah. This is nice. This is nice.
I
I'm actually working on getting cobblestone made.
Hmm.
Like that's why I have the cement mixer. It's to make cobblestone.
I
And once
wonder. I wonder.
cobblestone's made, we can upgrade the walls because this is like how much? 500. Bro, these zombies will tear down a 500 wall in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. But I feel
So
like we'll
that's why.
defend them alright. Oh, actually, I might grab myself some more ammo.
Yeah.
We have tons
You
of
know what?
ammo, right?
Yeah, we do. See, for example, you see this choke point you have here with all the doors?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if they get cheese, they'll start breaking through. They'll start like passing through like the walls.
They
So
can't
that's why,
clip in the walls, can they?
yeah, they will.
Oh,
Like
they
right
will.
here. Yeah, bro, they see you like right here. I don't know. They'll start passing through here. They'll break down this wall here.
Oh, oh,
They'll go right
oh, oh, I
through.
see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um,
And upgrading wall
you
gives you
know,
experience, right? So
I
it's
feel
a
like
good way.
if fuck, I would have made this second area of the base a little bit further away. If they do that, I'll just make a hole in the wall. I mean, I'll make a
No,
hole
no.
in the floor so that way, even if they pass through there, they'll just fall down. You know?
Oh, that's pretty smart. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? But they still get frustrated, right? So they start breaking other stuff.
Yeah, but
And
I wanted to try to keep this part kind of
uh,
detached from that part, and then later on, while upgrading the base, I ended up kind of connecting the two.
oh really? Look, there's a
Yeah.
mini horde down there. I want to go annihilate them
Where's they at?
behind the walls.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I see a zombie randomly climbing like a, what is that, a lattice? I think it's called a lattice.
Holy, what the hell? See,
Where
they
you
broke
at?
this wall here. Oh, just over here. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're shooting them from there. I'm gonna hit them in the head. Oh wow. I actually want to fight them. Like I don't want to choke them because I'm trying to maximize. Oh, headache. Trying to maximize experience points.
You get more experience when you kill a melee?
No, I'm just trying to like get as much experience as possible, right?
Keep running out of stamina, bro.
Did you? Is your sexy Tyrannosaurus max?
I think it's level 3.
Max it up. Level 4 is a huge difference. I killed them all. Fucking cocksuckers. Fuck, I was supposed to level up
I think
something.
I
I
need a
forgot.
couple more levels to get it. Oh man, I need like 3 more levels to get that. Fuck me.
I'm gonna build a little fort. Hopefully, they don't fucking annihilate the fort before I. They probably will. I'm not gonna lie.
Where are you gonna build a fort?
Just down here, a mini one, and then if anything goes wrong, I'll fucking escape to the bigger one.
Okay.
This is actually a not bad spot.
Oh, you're gonna defense that area first.
Yeah, this is the spot.
Yeah, bro. I like the setup that we have right now. I feel like this is a very good, like, our
Setup?
base is accessible. It's accessible for us, and I feel like we did our best job, even though the zombies are tricky. Like, we did a pretty
Yeah.
good job at confusing their pathing and giving them a lot of different shit to attack. So if they
Yeah.
all focused on like the main structures of our base, we would be fucked. But because they
Yeah.
don't, like, I see the zombies, bro, they'll come and randomly start hitting this wall. Like over here, you see where I'm at? They'll start hitting this wall and shit, and then they'll
Yeah, I know.
start
They'll start
breaking the
hitting anything.
fence. Yeah, they'll just hit anything, so it gives us a lot of time to respond, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh fuck, how am I gonna get in? Oh, yeah. Okay, if you crouch and jump, you can get in.
I didn't even crouch.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Nope.
up. See, my old base, right? It was something, it wasn't like this. It was just a farm and I had all my storage in there. But my horde base was what it used to look like down there.
Down there?
Yeah, that little thing I just built.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
It,
oh, I see.
so all I did was like smash the zombies. My buddy would shoot them. I'd have turrets. I'd have, you know, the ones that have like machine guns built into them. I had all that shit, and then I would maximize the mixers. Like every horde